Hey guys, let's have a quick look at Eventide Clockworks bundle. This is an amazing collection of 8 iconic plugins, and they are the Instant Phaser, Omnipressor, the Instant Flanger, Harmonizers, both the 910 and 949 in single and dual mode, and we have the 2016 Reverb. So in later videos, I'm going to dive into each one separately and we'll get to know them better. But for now, let's have a quick overview and get to know the Clockworks bundle.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up.
Okay, so the Clockworks bundle is really a lot of plugins. We have 8 plugins. We have the Instant Flanger, Instant Phaser, we have Harmonizers, we have Reverb, and we have the Omnipressor compressor. So I'm going to just give you a taste, and then we'll do more videos to explore each one in more depth. So I'm going to kick things off with the keys here. This is how the keys sounds just with without anything. I'm just gonna bypass.
Yeah.
Very, very gentle, but I want to add something to this, so I'm going to put the Instant Phaser. Of course, that's a little bit too much. You have to try and find that really sweet spot for the keys. I think just about 30% is fine. Even less. Now we can of course use the flanger as well. So let's try that also. And I'm going to just bypass the phaser and we'll stick to the flanger. And I'm going to start with something simple. So the keys are pretty gentle, and there's not a lot that you can do, or I mean, not in this song. So let's jump over to the electric guitar here. And again, I'm going to try out the phaser and the flanger. And of course, you can turn the oscillator up here and you'll get more, I mean, crazier sounds. We also have the Omnipressor, which is really an amazing compressor. A lot of things that you can do with it, and it deserves its own video. Let's just have a quick look here. We have the threshold, we have attack time, we have the release time, but it's also an expander, so you can actually go and do expansion or compression, and so pretty useful plugin. Let's see how that works. Right, and then we also have the harmonizer. So I'm going to give you a quick look at that. I just put the harmonizer 949 on the lead vocals here. So let's hear how that sounds with, without, I'm going back to the main verse here.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up. And yeah, I know you're thinking that your time won't come. You're crying in the pieces, laying broken on the floor. But you put them back together every time before.
Now you have to find that sweet spot again. You don't want to overdo it, otherwise you'll get out of tune. Of course, it can work for some of the things, but not for others. And one thing that is really cool about these harmonizers, both the 949 and the 910, is that you can actually control them with MIDI. So I'm going to show you that in a moment.
I know it's like your world is just caved in.
And something else that you should know about this is that you can actually use this with, as a delay unit. You have feedback delay here, and let's try, just for fun, one of the presets here.
And every single break is wasted. But baby, there is beauty in the making. So no, don't go thinking that nobody's gonna. You chained to the heartache, but you don't even know you hold the key. Girl, you're making it much harder than it has to be.
Pretty cool. Let me show you the 910. So I'm going to put the 910 right on the track itself, just for the demonstration here. So this is the harmonizer. Again, we have dual and we have the single one. The difference is that you have more options, and you can route them in different ways, where the output of one of the units goes into the input of the other, and so on, and so you can link them. Lots of very creative stuff, even reverse links. So that will be covered in a separate video. But just for now, let's do something fun. I'm going back to the single one just to give you that MIDI example. So I have a MIDI track here. This is my MIDI track, and I'm going to route it to this unit here, to main vocal harmonizer. So I'm going to do this real quick, and main vocal harmonizer MIDI, and we need to click here on keyboard, and now let's play. It's probably not the best fit, I mean, this song, but just for the demonstration.
I know you're giving up, and yeah, I know you're thinking that your time won't come. You're crying in the pieces, laying broken on the floor, but you put them back together every time before.
You get the idea. So that's the harmonizer, the 910 harmonizer. As you can see, it's much simpler than the 949, but still very, very useful, very effective. Lots of things that you can do here. Let's see some of the presets. Again, vocals or delays and ambience. So we can let's pick the first one.
I know it's like your world is just caved in, and every single break is just thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you. Somebody.
Right, you get the idea. That can go crazy, and it's really fun. Not everything is fitting this song in particular, but you get the idea. Anyway, so that's the harmonizers, and finally we have the 2016 reverb, and so this is the reverb here, and we can play with that as well. Let me just remove the harmonizer from the main vocal.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up. And yeah, I know you're thinking that your time won't come. You're crying in the pieces, laying broken on the floor, but you put them back together every time before.
Right, so as you can see, we have many options here. We have inputs, outputs, and we have also the different parameters. We have mix, pre-delay, decay, position, diffusion, and an EQ. But we also have program here. So when you click this program, you'll get different types. We have vintage, stereo room, plate, and then more modern. So if you just go to the vintage plate, you'll see that you don't have the position, diffusion, and the EQ. That's to emulate the more vintage hardware. So we can do that as well. So let's listen.
I know it's like your world is just caved in, and every single prayer just wasted. But baby, there is beauty in the making, so no, don't go thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Gonna love you. Oh,
Okay, so that was the Clockworks bundle by Eventide. Of course, if you have any comments, any question, please leave them below this video and I'll be happy to answer as quickly as I can. Of course, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'm uploading new stuff all the time, and you can also follow me in Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and in Discord. So I'll put all the links in the description of this video. And that's it. So I'll see you soon in the next videos covering more of the Clockworks bundle. Thank you and bye-bye.